In this video tutorial, I am going to design this housing in SolidWorks, and let me explain a little bit about the design intent, like which step we will uh, do to make this design. So in the SolidWorks, designing is feature based, so you must start step by step. So our first step will be, we will design this base in our top plane. This base, this whole thing, our top plane, we will sketch this rectangular and then extrude it, and then we will move step by step to other features, and we will add the other features and make cuts to make the housing. So let's start it. So first of all, I am going to click on the sketch tab, and there I am going to click on sketch to start the sketching. So the three plane will be shown in front of me: right plane, front plane, and top plane. So I am going to design my base first. That's why I am going to select the top plane. After selecting the top plane, the normal view will be in front of us, and this whole window, design window, is showing that this is the top plane. Everything we draw here, everything we sketched here will be on our top plane. So first of all, I am going to select the rectangular tool. If you are not familiar with the SolidWorks and you are just going to start it from this video, that's why I am going to explain some little steps for you. So I am going to design a rectangular. Just select this corner rectangular. There is different types of rectangular. These are all the rectangular, just the method to draw this rectangular is different, and we can select, like for this design we can select the center rectangular, but I am going to select the corner rectangular and then make it in the center of the origin. So after selecting it, just click on your first point and then second point, and it will be drawn. And then deactivate this command by going on and check the rectangular. And as you see this green mark, these are the sketch relation or the sketch constraint. This means this line is vertical, this means this line is horizontal. This is horizontal relation. When you move on to the this relation, the horizontal line one appear. Sorry. After that, I am going to draw a line starting from this point to this point, and click select to deactivate this line command. And this line, I just want it has a reference line, a construction line, which will just be my reference. This line will not include in the sketching. So I am going to click on that line, and I am going to select for construction, because this line I just want for my construction. I don't want it in the involving in the sketch. This line will be just for reference. After selecting that, I am going to add the sketch relation. The sketch relation is used to uh, sketch the sketch our profile, and it will help us to fully define our sketch and add the relation for a line like these relation. These are making this line vertical. This relation is making this line vertical. If I delete this line, there will be no relation for this line. Either you want this line vertical, horizontal, or at some angle. So to add the sketch relation, I will go here, display and relate relation, and click on add relation. So it's asking select entities, between which entities you want to add the relation. I'm going to select this line. So after selecting this line, some relation will be shown for this line, like which relation for this line you want to add. But we don't want to add any relation for this line. We want a relation between this line and this origin point. I'm going to select this 2 point will be activated here. Under the selected entities, line and point to origin is activated here. So it's asking which relation you want to add between these two, line and point. So I want basically the midpoint relation. So this line will be in the middle of this point. So I am going to select midpoint and it will add a midpoint relation, and the symbol of the midpoint relation is shown here. You can zoom it by moving your wheel button on the mouse, or you can also go to this heads up command and you can like make it zoom to fit, or you can also zoom to area. You can select this and zoom some area like that, but I just go here and zoom to fit, so it will be the whole sketch will be shown in front of us. And then I am going to click on smart dimension, and this dimension is given as 6. Select the dimension, smart dimension tool, and select the line. And again I am going to add a relation sketch dimension for this line. I just simply select this and move it and place it, and this dimension is given as 2.625. Now as you see, after adding this dimension, our sketch is turned into black. Every line and every reference line is converted into black line. That means our sketch is now fully defined, and under the status bar you can see a fully defined disappear when your sketch is fully defined. So it is a good practice to fully define your sketch. Like I am going to delete this. Now you see the sketch is turned into blue and it's underdefined. That underdefined meaning you need some dimensions or sketch relation for this sketch. So I am going to add this again, 2.625. We are good. Now the sketch is fully defined. If I am going to add, like if I want to add the dimension for this line, it will make our sketch this dimension is not addable. So uh, I just added it for my driven. This is just for showman, not involving in this sketch. So again I'm going to click here and it's asking me make this dimension driven. If I add this dimension as a driven, it's just for reference, but if I am going to leave this dimension driving, then it will over define our sketch. So we needed to delete this dimension or just make it driven and exit this sketch, and then go over the heads up toolbar and select isometric, so we can see this in the isometric form, and then go to feature and click extrude base boss. After clicking the extrude base boss, you must select the sketch, or the other thing is that just make sure your sketch is selected and then click on extrude. So for the extrusion, under the extrusion boss extruded, you can see different features from sketch plane. This must be selected from sketch plane, and under the direction 1, the reverse direction if you want in the other direction, and then there is types of extrusion and conditions. So I wanted it as a blind, and under the blind I needed to define the depth. So this depth is 0.25, and just leave these other features as it is and click OK. Next we needed to add our second feature. For the second feature, as in the SolidWorks we do the sketch based uh, designing, so first we needed to add a sketch. So for our second feature I am going to select the sketching, and it asking me the message. If you see the message, it's asking me a plane or planar face on an edge which to create a sketch for the intensity. So basically it's asking on which plane you want to start the sketching. So I am going to select this top plane for my sketching, this top surface, and it will be like that. And then I am going to click here on view orientation and select normal tool, so this view will be in front of us. So it's a normal view. You can also select the normal view by going here and clicking the normal to view, and just select the center rectangular. This time I am going to select the center rectangle, and select this origin, this middle point, and select this for the center and just drag it, and make sure for the second point you select this edge. If you don't select this edge, then you needed to add some relation, so I am going to automatically add the relation. So this point must be coincident with this edge, and then just dimension this sketch. For this length it's 4, and basically we don't need to define this length or the height, because we added a coincident relation between our uh, rectangular. So if we don't add this relation, then we needed to define this dimension. If I already added a coincident relation, this will fix this point with this edge, so basically we were not able to add this dimension. So as you see, the sketch is fully defined, and exit the sketch and go to isometric and then feature and extrude it. And again, the end condition is blind, and this depth is given as 3.25, 3.5, sorry, and click on zoom to fit. Now I am going to add some fillets. So the fillets are basically used to make the sharp corner into a circular corner for our safety, and there is other purpose. If you are mechanical engineer or you are a engineer, you must know about the fillets. So when you activated the fillets, this window will be appear. It's asking manual or fillet expert. We will select manual, and under the fillet types there is different types of fillets. Like this one is a constant size, this one is variable size, this one is face fillet, and this one is full round fillet. So I am going to select this constant, and under the items to fillet we needed to select the edges which we wanted to make them round. And basically I wanted this edge, I wanted this edge, I wanted this edge, I wanted this edge. I basically selected 4 edges, and then we needed to rotate the model to see the other edges. So how we can rotate? So just click the middle mouse button on your mouse and drag it, and the model will be rotate. And I am going to select this, 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 and this one. It's given as 0.25. And as you see under the items to fillet, there are some different options. So I am going to select full preview. It will show us the preview of the fillets, and you can also select partial view or full view. Make sure the tangent propagation is selected. In the next step I will show what the tangent propagation do, and click OK. The fillet will be added. Now again I am going to add the fillet, activate the fillet command, and under items to fillet I am going to select this face. Now I am going to select the face. In the last step we just selected some edges, but now I am going to select the face. I am going to select this face and this face, and due to this tangent propagation I selected the face, and it will automatically add the fillets to the edges or corners. And this one is given as 0.125. The radius of the fillet is given as 0.125. Keep everything as it and click OK. It will add the fillets to these faces. Now again I am going to open the sketching. Now I am going to add the next feature, and for this next feature I am going to select this top face, and then go here and click normal. and simply I'm going to add a corner rectangular. Select the corner rectangular and make sure it's you must draw it here on this top face. Sorry, it's just drag it here. If you now I am going to add the dimension for this rectangular. So from this to this and this is basically I'm going to add the position dimension. I selected this line and then I selected this edge, and it will appear the dimension. This position dimension is 0.375, and as you see it's showing 0.38. I'm going to change, go to document properties, and under the decimals I am going to place it 3 decimal. So after the point it will show me the 3 decimals, and from this to this position dimension is also 0.375, and this dimension is also 0.375, and this dimension is also 0.375. And our sketching is complete. Just click on exit, go to isometric view and feature tab, and now I am going to remove the material. So I am going to select this one. This command, it's same as extruded base boss, but what this extruded cut do, it will remove the material, and the extrude base boss, it will add the material. So everything is same here, and condition is blind, and under this step we needed 3.5. It's already selected, and click OK. It will remove the material. And now we needed to add the fillets here, and if like for this sketch we can also add the fillet in the sketch. So I am going to expand this one and select this sketch and click on it on the sketch, and when the pop-up window appear, click on edit sketch and go to normal view and just click this fillet, and under intensities to fillet I want to fillet add on this corner. On this corner just select these corners, and this dimension is given as 0.150, and exit this sketch. As you see the fillet is added because our sketch was selected. Sorry, go to isometric view. For this view orientation, you can also use the keyboard shortcut key, which is space. When you click on space, this orientation tab will appear. You can select normal, any view, top view, bottom view, any view. You can go here or press the space to select the normal view or the isometric view. Now I am going to add next feature, and for the feature I needed to start the sketching. Click on sketching and select this front face, and it will open the sketching on this front face, and press space and go to normal view. Just click on this circle and add a circle like that. Now I'm needed to define the diameter of this circle. This diameter is given as 3.25, and I'm going to add some position dimensions. So I'm going to select the smart dimension. I'm going to select this point and this line, this edge, and this position dimension, it's 1.875, and also the center of this circle must be in the middle of this model. So we needed to define this relation, or we can also add the smart dimension. Like I am going to select this one and select this corner, and make sure this total length is the half of this total length. So but instead of adding the dimension, I am going to add the sketch relation. I am going to add the select relation. I am going to select this point and this origin, and between these 2 points I am going to add vertical relation. So as you see, The sorry, horizontal relation is vertical relation is appear. So this point and this point are vertical to each other, and now you can see the fully define is also appear on the status bar. Exit the sketch, and we needed to extrude this command. This feature, go to feature, extrude it, and go to isometric view. For this extrusion, this depth is given as 0.5. 0.5. Basically it's 0.25. Click OK, and then we are going to add our next feature. And basically for this feature we also needed on the back side. So either we can open the new sketching on this plane and add the sketch and then extrude it, or either we can mirror this feature. So I am going to select the mirror, and when the mirror is activated, you see the first one is mirror face or plane. It's basically asking on which plane, with the reference of which plane you want to mirror a feature. So basically we wanted this feature on the other side, and so we wanted this feature mirrored with the reference of front plane, and we selected front plane, and then feature to mirror. It asking which feature you want to mirror. So basically I wanted to mirror this base extrude, and as you see the preview, I'm going to make it full preview. As you can see, this feature is mirrored to the other side. Click OK. Rotate it by clicking the middle mouse button and observe it, and then go to, now I'm going to add the next feature. I am going to select sketch and open the sketching on this plane and make it normal to us, and select a circle, add a circle here, and make sure you fully define this sketch. The diameter is given as 1, and from this point to this edge it's given as 0.75, and then add the relation by selecting this point and this region. We want them vertical, so it's fully defined. Exit the sketch and then extrude it. It's given as 0.5. Basically we wanted this feature on the other side. On this side, rotate it by pressing the middle mouse button. So we needed to add the mirror command. I'm going to select the mirror or face plane. I am going to select which plane, this right plane, and mirror which feature you want to mirror, this feature, and it's mirror. Now I am going to make our next feature. I am going to select sketch, and on which face, basically I wanted my sketch on this plane. I'm going to select this one and press the space button and normal view, select the circle, and basically this circle we wanted concentric with this circle, this edge. So we can add that by two ways. One way is after selecting that, go to this circle, and it will show you the center of this circle. And for this circle I am going to start my sketch on this center, so it will automatically add a concentric relationship. The other way is that I just draw a random circle here and I dimension it. This dimension is 2.25, and deactivate the smart dimension command and just go to add relation. I'm going to select this line, this circle, and this circle. both circles are selected in selected entities, and after that you can see under the add relation there is a concentric relation. I am going to click on it and it will make this circle sketch concentric with this edge. And exit this sketch, go to isometric view, and now we basically wanted to remove the material. I'm going to select extrude cut, and under the direction, now if we want to use the blind end condition, then you needed to define the depths, but basically we wanted a through cut. I'm going to select through all. It will remove the material all through the model like that. And again, then I am going to start the sketching, and this time I'm going to select this face of that little cylinder. I'm going to select it to open the sketching on it and click normal tool. And same way I needed to make the circle concentric, and we can do that by 2 points. I just go here, the center will appear. I start my circle from this center, and this dimension is given as 0.575, and exit the sketch, go to normal view and select the extrude cut, and again this time I am going to select the through. Now I needed to make some holes on this face, like these holes. I am going to draw these holes, so I'm going to select this face and then press the space button and make normal. So according to this view, this is the normal view. I can make the hole by using this sketch, or there is a command called hole wizard. I'm going to activate this command. When this command is activated, there is different types of hole types. For this, now our requirement is just the straight tab hole, and select the under standard ENS NC inches. Okay, under the type I'm going to select tab hole, and under the sizes hole specification I am going to select 1/4 this type, and end condition is up to next, and the other things I am going to place it as it is. So after selecting the type and all the dimension, I am going to click on this position tab, and it's asking select the face for the hole or the slot. Like it's asking on which face you want to draw these holes. Basically I wanted this on this face. I'm going to select this face. I think I did not stack the right, so I'm just going to click hollow wizard. All things are good, go to position and select this face for our sketching, and normal tool. So I am going to add like one hole here, and just go to this line and select center line and draw a line. By going here you will activate a yellow point here. Just start the sketch from here and go to the other circle, and again you see a yellow point, and select the second point for that line. This line will be added. It's a reference line, construction line, and I'm going to add a relation for this center between this line and make them midpoint. As you see, sketch is fully defined, and just click OK. Now this is added, on both sides. As you see, I'm basically going to edit it, and now as you see in this sketch, we needed these all holes on it. So what I do, I will make a circular pattern is used to add some amount of the same feature with the reference of a center or a circle. So I'm going to go to linear pattern, and under the this little triangle I am going to select circular pattern. So this circular pattern will appear. The first one is asking direction, and when you go to direction, it's pattern axis, on which axis you want to draw the pattern with the reference of. So I am just going to select this circle. So the center of this circle will be selected as a reference, and under the feature or faces which you want to pattern, I'm going to select this, and here there is a instance spacing or equal spacing. So I'm just going to click on equal spacing, and it will make the number of pattern on a 360 degree. So as much I added the pattern, it will be divided by this 360 angle. So basically we needed 6. I'm going to select 6. As you see in the preview, it will be added, and click OK. On both sides these are added. Now I'm going to add our next feature. The next feature is the same holes on this top. So I'm going to select this one and go to normal view, and then again select the hollow wizard, and now I'm going to add this same NC tape hole, and under the sizes I'm going to select 632. Where is 632? Where is 632? Through. And now under the end condition I'm going to select blind, and for this the depth of the blind it's 0.432, and under the threads it's leave it like it, and go to position, and asking on which face you want to add. Basically I'm going to add on this face. Select here, and just the preview of this hole will also appear. So basically we needed to add this hole with the sharing common center point for this circular edge, this fillet. So go here, and the center point will activate it and place it here, and again go on this edge and place it here, again go on this edge and place it here, go on this edge and place it here, and click OK, and it will be added. The next feature is a slot on this face. I'm going to select this face, or go to sketch, it asking the plane. On this plane we wanted to add, press the space button and normal view, and just make it large by pressing the wheel. And we basically needed a slot, this slot, we needed this slot. So I'm going to select these. There is different types of slots: straight slot, center straight slot. So I'm going to select the center point straight slot. So first I'm going to select a center, then I drag my mouse, place second point, and drag like that and place second point. And now I'm going to deactivate the slot command, and select this smart dimension. I will add the dimension for this slot and some position dimension. So first I am going to add the position dimension. I am going to select this reference line and select this edge to add this dimension, and this dimension is given as 0.5. And then again I am going to select this middle this point and this edge and add this position dimension is also 0.5. And then I am going to add distance from this line to this line, it's 0.5 0.25, and this is the total length of this slot. I am going to select this reference line 0.375. it's fully defined. Just exit this sketch and make sure this sketch is selected, click on extrude, and under the end type we wanted a through all cut. So this one slot is added, we needed to add the other slots, and we can do that by selecting the pattern tool. So I am going to select the linear pattern, and it's asking under which direction you want to add the pattern. So I want it in that direction. I selected this edge, and then it's asking feature or face, which feature we wanted this feature. And as you see, there is spacing and instances. So basically it's asking what will be the space. So for the distance between them is 1.250, and click it here, and you see it's the preview is showing that it's in other direction. We just go here and click on reverse direction, it will be like that. So just draw it and click OK. Now on one side these two slots are drawn, so we needed to mirror that in the other direction. So I am going to select mirror, and mirror or face we are going to select right plane, and then with features this feature, and click OK. It will be featured in the other direction. So our housing model is done. Every feature we added it. Just add a fillet about this edge, rotate it this edge and this edge, and click OK. The fillet is added. For these all edges we can also view the different display style, like that, like that, like that. Just play with them. So our housing model is done. We can also add the materials. So go to material, edit material, right click on it, and this material tab will appear. Just go on material. As you see it's not specified, click on it, then right click, edit material, and go to cost alloy steel and click apply, and this material will be added to our design. Now this tutorial is completed. Hope so you will find that very helpful, and for a good view you can like that. Thank you so much. Please subscribe my channel, and if you have any issue please let me know, and also you can comment me any drawing or any part model which you want to get the tutorials, the video tutorials.